Evening all, and welcome to episode 105 of Kerbalism. Now, we left last episode preparing to send Jeb and Bob back to our station in orbit, so let's pick up where we left off. Okay, so we've come all the way down here. We're 1.9, nearly 2 kilometers away, and it's not flat. I can't see anywhere that's flat. I don't know whether you can see this or not in the video, but there's a ridge there, and it's bouncy afterwards, and there's bits and pieces here. And I'm just thinking, if I try and take off anywhere around here, I'm going to die. My Kerbals are going to die. Jeb and Bob, because Luna's atmosphere is very thin, and it will not give me the lift on the wings that I need. I'm far more reliant on these engines. So I can't obviously get the plane up onto its rear end. It's not got the power for that, even with the SES. Can't do that. So the ICS, sorry. I'm thinking I did roll down this slope, and it was kind of smooth. I'm thinking, let's turn around and go back up that slope. I know it's facing the opposite direction to where we want to go, but once we get up in the air we can do a loop or something and go where we need to go. Because I don't want Jeb and Bob to die. It wouldn't be right to end this first excursion on Duna with death. I'm taking every precaution I can. I will be honest with you, I did sort of, as I was coming down, accelerate the engines a bit and bottled out of it a couple of times. I've had a few bounces, but no deaths, no explosions. So, and the SES on. Let's go this way. Let's see, there are a couple of blips and blops here, but oh, come on. That's really, really strange, but we are in the air. That is really, really strange, but yes, we are in the air. Oh, I did for a minute think I'd made a mistake there. I was going to collide with that, but no, we are on the engine, and as I said, it's the power of the engines. The wings are not doing anything, to be honest with you. They're not all anything dramatic, so yeah, I think we'll just point straight upwards for the minute and try and get a bit of speed up. We'll rotate round, and then I'll kind of aim at the target. I'm still fighting the actual current here. I can see the wings are doing something. Obviously we glid down, so when we came in we were gliding, so the aerodynamics do something. As you can see there, look, we're going over because the aerodynamics are up against those wings. But the atmosphere is up against those wings. But there we go. That was really unorthodox. I might look into building a different ship, one that lands on its tail rather than planes, because planes not really great for Duna. But we are on our way, so I'll see you when we get up here. Okay, so here we are on approach to our colony ship. We won't have any weird surprises. I've got an issue going on at the moment where I don't know if you can see that it's wiggling left and right, and I don't know why that is. I don't know what causes it, but it's just something that I've had, and it does really weird things. When you tell it sort of point prograde, it'll wiggle left and right a bit, and not actually end up going the way you want to. So you point prograde, you'll fire your engines, for instance, and the ship will sort of turn left and right, and sometimes it overemphasizes it, and you end up just turning when you're not supposed to. I don't know what does it. Yeah, it's a weird thing. But anyway, we're here, and hopefully should dock. Hope so. Would be very, very cool. Going on here. And my dad is. Okay, that's good. So why is that not connecting? That is almost spot on. What's going on here? We're not there anymore. Down. Right, I'm going to turn off the SDS. Hopefully let the magnets do the job. But it doesn't seem to want to. Not docking. Oh, there we go. There we go. It docked. Phew. Really worried there for a moment. I was like, no, do we better get back? But yes. So we are here. And one thing I didn't bring was a science lab. But yes. So we're back at our station, and we don't have any fuel left here, do we? No, we don't. We do have fuel left. Yeah, it doesn't take that much fuel to get down to the surface, thankfully. But I don't know if I'm going to take this one this time. I might take the other one. Purely because it's got 2 solar panels on it. And yeah, it might be worth giving it a go. So, I want to take down some more Kerbals to my base down there. And see what we can build. Because that's what we need to do. We need to build our base. Looking at things here, wondering what I can do. Looking at how I could take this apart and take it down there. I don't really know yet. Yeah, 97 days before that goes. But yeah, well, okay. So I'm going to probably disconnect this other ship and take it down to the surface with a couple of engineers in it. And obviously a pilot, because good. But Bill, well, Jeb, sorry, we're going up there. Come on, you know you want to. Come on. Why will that not click on that? Come on, come on. Right, okay, so I've got some weird bugs going on here. So yes, well, anyway, no. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fill up this other craft here, take some engineers down, and they can visit the surface for something different. We'll also take some food down with us, and nitrogen and other bits and pieces that we can take down, so yeah. I need to take some ammonia down, but there's nowhere to store it, so we won't bother with that. But that's the plan. Okay then, with our crew transferred over, we are going to detach and head down to Duna again. Or actually, I'm going to wait for the correct place to be because, well, it's gone by. Doing this may be a mistake. I'm kind of feeling it is going to be a mistake because I'm taking down 9 Kerbals. So we're going to have 10 in total, and food supplies weren't fantastic to start with. So really don't know if this is a good idea or not. But well, we're going to find out. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around to here. I'll go around to just about daylight, attach, and come in. I have toyed with the idea of trying to change these to be vertical landing on their rear end, but it's very difficult to do. because they weren't designed to do that. But I have kind of got an idea on how I can get around that. Maybe I don't want to just build another lander to go vertical like that, because coming in and actually gliding is going to save a lot of fuel. I kind of want to stick to having the wings on them, but I need to be able to launch them vertically. So I'm going to figure out how to get around to that. But yeah. Anyway, let's undock from here. Boom. Point ourselves retrograde. And get ourselves kind of into the atmosphere. As I said, I want to kind of skim it and come in gentler, because I know these planes can fly under their own power. So if I aim for here somewhere, I can glide through to there. At least that's kind of the idea. Here we go. Going to like. Actually, I think that would be good. That'd be good. What's our periapsis? Let's drop that to 0, shall we? 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Oh. That'll do. That'll do. There we go. And we basically want to point row grade down. Yeah, I want to point prograde. And wait for our 12-minute re-entry. Hope this will be okay. First and foremost, what have we got? We have got 2 days worth of food. So we're definitely not going to be on the planet for long. But yeah, I don't think this was a mistake. I'm bringing down our other 3 Kerbals who were very educated. They got lots of experience, so I thought it's worth them coming down. I'm thinking if I can maybe get them down there and start building things as quickly as I can and getting the infrastructure right, so I can produce food, water, things needed to grow crops, what I need. Once I get that working, then we should be good, hopefully, for going back up to the station, grabbing some food and bringing it back. I might also look at building another craft like this, but instead of having storage for Kerbals, it would have storage for resources, food, for instance. So it can fill up on the colony ship, bring the food down, and store it there. So, yeah, many plans, but first one, let's re-enter. Well, we've completely overshot the mark once again, but that's not an issue. Not really, because I think if I do a 10-degree roll and a 10-degree pitch, I think it is, we should, no, to lie, confusing the life out of everything here. So MacJab does not seem very stable. I don't get why it's doing this overcompensation wiggly thing. It seems to just overcompensate for everything. Yeah, see, I'm trying to set it straight myself, and it just is now wobbling like a madman. So I have only really ever had this issue when I'm using the OPT stuff with MacJab, so I'm wondering if there's just something in the way these reaction wheels work to do with it. So I don't know, something odd is obviously going on. But if I try and set the pitch to the roll to 10 degrees, it's just going absolute nuts. Yeah, I don't know what does that. It's something Very, very odd in MacJeb. So, okay, MacJeb, go away. We will use the standard SAS. Hopefully I can get this turned around. Well, the really good thing about low gravity is you can glide for a long way when there is kind of an atmosphere. I was worried I was going to run out of fuel, but nope. I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to make it. In fact, if I'd turned the brakes off, we could have flown even further, but I didn't. So, what an idiot. Yeah, I think we're going to be good here. I'm putting the nose up a little bit. Try and glide a bit further than I can. We're going to land short, I think, and then have to roll over to the place, but I'd rather do that than overshoot again. Okay, so not quite the landing I had envisioned. We somehow managed to lose the port on the back, but we are down, and hopefully we'll be able to get over to our place. I was landing at exactly the same time it was loading the physics, so that made us bounce a bit. But there is something odd with this craft that happened the same on the last one as well. For some reason, they want to pull to the right slightly, all on their own. This one doesn't look damaged in any way. It looks as if everything's level on it. It looks okay. Obviously, we're on a slope now, so that doesn't really count for that. But as I was flying, I don't know if you saw there. We were getting this. I was aiming sort of at them. I had my prograde marker on the target, and the plane was just turning right on its own. I don't know what that is. That could explain why MechJeb gets confused, because the plane wobbles right on its own. Don't know what does it at all. I don't understand it, but as I said, the only issue I've ever had with MechJeb is when I'm using these OPT parts, so maybe there's just something wrong in that. Oh my god, there's a line in the world. Ah! It wasn't a Kraken line, we're okay. Well, yeah, we lost another docking port. But that doesn't matter. That's not particularly important because, well, we can make a new one. That's not an issue whatsoever. So, we're on the surface. Let's plug this in. And, interestingly, the camera zoomed out there. I'm guessing that means because it thinks this is heavier, which it probably is, actually, now I think about it. It would have filled with fuel, yes. So, yeah, this is all ready to go back home again if it wants to. However, we only have 1 day, 4 hours of food, 2 days of water. So, this is going to be a short stop. I think we'll plug the plane in and we'll get our Kerbals working on something, because I don't quite know yet what we're going to do. So, we have arrived, we have parked the plane, and Janrina decided to get out to be the one to plug it in. However, we have a problem. He has no screwdriver, and in fact, no Kerbals on that entire craft have any screwdrivers, which is a problem. I don't know why, because Jeb, Bill and Bob all had electric screwdrivers, and Jeb and Bob couldn't use theirs. We've still got this broken solar panel here that just doesn't do anything. I can't click it, so yeah. But Bob, luckily, Bill, luckily, does have a screwdriver. So we'll plug in the craft, and then we will Bob, what are we doing? Come on, Bill, calm down. So yeah, we'll plug in the craft, and then I think the first thing I'm going to do is well, we can move things. Kerbals don't need screwdrivers to move things. Bill does have a screwdriver, so we're okay with that. I think the first thing we're going to do is print a container with lots of screwdrivers in it. Accommodate all our brave new engineers who have come along and are very clearly not prepared for the endeavour they're about to undertake. And I have just made a huge mistake. You saw that transfer there? That 15 megabytes of data transferred? That was all the crew reports I took on the way down. And now the data is empty. That is a infuriating bug, but I need to learn from my mistakes, even though that is a mistake I have made an awful lot. Yeah. So let that do that, and now you are connected to the network, and I think that would mean that our production of fuel and other bits and pieces should increase dramatically. Apparently we have 4 days of oxygen left. Liquid fuel and oxidizer is not doing anything. Why is that? Oh, because we don't have any ore, of course. We still need to do something here. How many rocket parts have we got? 6 there. We'll be able to print some containers with electric screwdrivers in. That'll be fine. But yeah, we need to figure out how to get this to drill again. And I can't just lower it on the legs because it'll start sliding. These don't. They aren't close enough for it, so I have to move them to something else and build ourselves a little drilling platform or something. Well, before we build anything, we first need to move this greenhouse because it's in the way. Apparently our Kerbals aren't close enough to it. Move on. Selected Kerbals. All of which I will probably start getting the names wrong and mix them all up. But hopefully they'll understand. Okay, that's interesting. I'll just move that out of the ground as far as I can and hope it doesn't bounce around everywhere. Nope, it's going to lay flat. Excellent. That's very good. Obviously we can't do anything with this greenhouse yet, even if I plugged it in, because we've got no ammonia at all. Need to figure out how to make ammonia, I think. I can't remember exactly what I did with the I've forgotten the name of it. The thing that's in here. It's merged with our nuclear reactor because I put it in the wrong place. Chemical plant, that's the word. Yes, I made a chemical plant. It's right here. But you get in there. There we go. Stand up. Stand up. Yes, well done, Bill. Right. There is our nuclear reactor, and below it there. Yeah, for some reason it took on a node that I didn't want it to do. It should have been attached on the outside. But yes, we can configure this from the outside and put in whatever we want. We can tell it to extract water from ore, break down the water into hydrogen and oxygen, and create ammonia from nitrogen and hydrogen. Yes, that's the at the moment. So I figure out some containers. I'm gonna have to figure this process out before, which I did once. I did a while before, but yeah, figure that out again. Not complicated. Checking what they're doing. Yes, they are taking nitrogen from the atmosphere. That's good. What we need. So right, I will figure out exactly what we need to build, and print some screwdrivers off as well for our crew, and we shall be back once we're prepared making some ammonia, I think. And here we are with our resource system sort of sorted. I did completely forget to do any screwdrivers or any bits. Get around to them at some point, but kind of hoping that this doesn't explode, because I have had an issue. You'll notice over there we're missing platform. I built these two feet to go on the side of this system here, just to get it working there. I went to attach our construction module port thing that was floating here, and it fell straight through the floor and exploded. And in fact, sent Bill flying. He did end up sort of over here somewhere and had to run back. So yeah, that's been interesting to say the least. But I was going to remove all these. I was going to remove all these bits here and put this on top there. But now I don't have the other docking port. I've got to build another one, although I could build one up there. Hose are up there. Then you have two docking ports I have. I don't want to do that, so we're just going to deal with this here. This is technically automated, I suppose. In fact, if I I'll move it from being, but yeah, if I grab down there, am I too low? Nope, I can grab that. There. Grab that. There. And that makes this complete. That's the water one. So, if I switch over to this, we have got, it's a very small, very compact system. This one here is for some reason, when you move it with Kerbal inventory system, it resets. I think I noticed that before, but luckily I've got it now so that you can configure it with a Kerbal nearby. So that's okay. Default to water, unless I changed that last episode, last video. I don't remember. Maybe. Anyway, yes. So what this does, this one is a water extractor. This takes ore and extracts water from it. This one here is the water electrolysis. It breaks down water into hydrogen, goes in the big tank there, and oxygen, which can go in a small tank there. And then this one here is the Haber process, which breaks down hydrogen and nitrogen to create water, I think, and ammonia. Does it tell me? Screw is required. Okay. Can configure this. Here. Produces ammonia by nitrogen fixation. Takes nitrogen and hydrogen and produces ammonia. So no, it doesn't produce water at all. No. Okay. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But obviously this has an antenna and a probe and all the other bits and pieces. We could technically plug it into the network, like so, and it would gain access to all the resources. Which means that this oxygen tank, that hydrogen tank, and ammonia tank will all work. That won't do anything because it's not got any ore. If I started that, it won't do anything. We don't have any ore on it. Okay, so enough. The water electrolysis, however, not that. Let's see. Yeah. I've messed up with this slightly. Yes, I should have put a water tank on it somewhere so we can balance the water to it. All these processes will work via the logistics network, but in order for some Kerbalism parts and probably some other parts to actually do things, hence the same reason with the engineers, they must actually be physically in the network, not remotely in it. So that makes sense. All I need to do is get a water container of some description. I don't have any small ones anywhere nearby, but if I did, I could have a small water tank just on top of there, and then this whole system would work to produce ammonia and would automatically fill up anything else that's in the area. I don't think into the network. Apparently it is plugged into the network. I'm not too sure exactly about that one. Now, I don't think it is plugged into the network because it's not a command pod. But that could just be because no Kerbals in there. But right, I'm going to very quickly print a very small water tank, and I should be right back. And we've just got to wait 20 odd seconds for that water tank to be built. But I just wanted to point out that I found a lovely shortcut. Back at the VAB, or just at the Space Center, for instance, if you want to come to another vessel and don't want to have to go through the radar station, forgotten what the name of that place is called, don't want to go through the satellite system to find and crawl through all your ships and try and figure out, if you put an alarm in Kerbal alarm clock, like I've got this one here to build the transfer road, which was 3 days ago, and don't delete it, you can literally just click on that and then click on okay, lithium delivery, for instance, jump to ship. So you could have your Kerbal alarm clock open when you're at the Space Center, click that and just literally go jump to ship, and it will take you straight to this one here. And you technically could have these set up for anyone. So yeah, it's just a little shortcut that I've recently discovered, and I'd share. So, seconds to go. There we are. So see, that one I can delete because obviously I did, but if I didn't delete that one, see, and it went to the alarm again, it's still there. It just stays there forever. So yeah, you can use them as shortcuts to teleport around things. So yeah, let's finalise the build. What, I really even release that? Stupid. Load. Yeah, all off, isn't it? And you come. In your head. Oh, missed it. Oh no, it did land on your head. Oh. I think. Too big. No, it's not. So, we'll attach this to there, I think. because why not? Okay, there we go. Now this has water as well. So that means that start running and think. Who says our water is not going anywhere? Okay, so it's not doing what I expected it to do, and I'm not sure why. I'm wrong here. Water let's double check everything here. Should work, but it's clearly not. So figure takes electric charge and water and produces hydrogen and oxygen. Has electric charge on board because the electric charge is in here. It has water on board, which is there. It has a space to put oxygen and a space to put hydrogen. Not doing it. Wonder whether it requires an engineer to be on board. Would be a little awkward, but not impossible, because I mean, realistically, there is somewhere I can put this. But it's too heavy now because the water, of course. Okay, I was thinking I could put it underneath there, but not having it, which is annoying because I really wanted to get this to work, and I know I've run out of time on this episode. So yeah, I was hoping to end this episode with this all working, and it's not playing ball. Okay, so grab one of those and attach it there. Grab one of those and attach it there. Link. That one. Hopefully nothing will explode or go terribly wrong or do anything dramatic. No. I am impressed with these pipes that they can keep all this flowing up. There is a nuclear reactor in there. And now, when I click on this, we don't want. Yeah. You're still not getting any hydrogen. And in fact, hydrogen. Oh yeah, hydrogen is being shown. Just here, but we're not getting any. Oh, that is a bit of a letdown, but unfortunately that's where I'm going to have to leave it. So yes, thank you for watching. I'm going to debug this and find out why it's not working. It should be, and hopefully I'll get it working by the next episode. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you next time, and until then, as always, have fun.